Hello Pokemon trainers! Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG Pocket video here on iStarly TV. The brand new set Secluded Springs is now live, and you can see some of the, I guess you can't really see, you can see some of the new cards here. I think the set was leaked on Reddit like 10 minutes before the set dropped, but either way, let's open a bunch of packs. So, I think I have to open one at a time first. I do have enough to open I think I have enough to open 100 packs. There was a sale like a week or so or two ago to buy some Pokegold, which was on sale, and I bought like all of it. I know I splurged, but I have enough to open 100 packs, I believe, so let's see if we can do that. So Memory Light, new tool card. Attached to, can use any attack from its previous evolutions. Wow, that's really interesting. I wonder what that'll be good with. I'll try not to spend too much time on all of these cards, because obviously I'm going to try to open 100 packs here. Tentacool, interesting. Relicanth, not good. Misdreavus. Put this from your hand onto your bench. You may have your opponent reveal their hand. Okay, it's something. Skiploom, and that's it. Boring. Boring start here. Nothing super exciting yet. I think I have to open my 2 daily packs first before I can open 10 at a time, which is kind of annoying. This is also pretty annoying. So we'll see if this video is long, because like I said, I'm going to be trying to open a lot of packs. We'll see how that goes. Jinx, interesting. Confused, not great. This is very similar to Magikarp. Skrelp, Skiploom, and Talonflame. Burned. That's actually not bad. A couple of metas ago, that would have been a decent card. Burning them for 1 energy, 50 damage. You know, of course, with Rare Candy, that's pretty interesting. But these days, I'm not so sure that that's any good, or rather that that's good enough. So we'll have to see. And once again, annoyingly, we have to open just a single pack here. It is nice, though, that it's just 1 pack. Like, it's not like Lugia and Ho-Oh, you know, it's not 2 packs. So, you know, we don't have to worry about, like, which pack we need to open. Ooh, oh, that's awesome. I talked about this in my previous video, or a couple videos ago. I really like the Latias. Latios, unfortunately, doesn't seem that good. I mean, 120 damage for 3 energy, that is kind of a lot to ask for. And you do need Latias on the bench in order to make Latios better. So, I don't love that, but the artwork is beautiful. I love Latios. It's honestly probably one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, but sadly, you know, that card is not very good. So we've opened 3 packs. Let's open 10 more here. I know I have a lot of Pokegold. I know. I know I'm lame. You know, I had a good summer job, so I felt like I could splurge a little bit here. Licky Licky. 60 damage. 3 energy is a lot to ask for. That's terrible art. I mean, it's cool, but also, like, ugly. No disrespect. Ooh, Suicune EX. All right. Personally, I think all 3 of the Legendary Beast EXs are actually pretty good in their own way. So yeah, I'd be excited to build around Suicune. All right, Malamar, 20 damage to each. Oh, interesting. That could be strong. Again, I feel like a few metas ago this would have been pretty solid, but these days it just feels like everything is so powerful. Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. That is amazing. All right, so we're off to a pretty solid start. Honestly, so far this feels like the best start to a new set that I've had. New Dawn Fan. That's interesting artwork. I'll give it that. Jellicent, not great. Another Slugma, okay, and another bad Slugma at that. New Fanbee. Damage to your opponent's active Pokemon equal to equal to the damage that this Pokemon has on it. Kind of weird. Probably not very good. Ooh, Igglybuff. Put them to sleep for 0 energy. That's probably not good. I don't think. I mean, it's a quote unquote free way to status them, but you know, sleep is a coin flip, so I don't think that's very good. This is the card that we saw. I think I reviewed it a couple videos ago when I was talking about the new cards, and it's getting a promo version, but this artwork is pretty cool. And yeah, I mean, this is a pretty interesting card, but I'm not sure it's going to be good enough. I definitely want to build around it. Poliwag with Call for Family, interesting. And Whitney, a new supporter. Heals 60 from one of your Miltank, and it recovers from being asleep, paralyzed, and confused. It does not recover from being poisoned, which is kind of interesting. And unfortunately, poison is decently common these days. I mean, Nihiligo's decently popular. Naganadel is popular. So unfortunately, I mean, if Miltank is good, this card will be pretty good. But honestly, unfortunately, I doubt Miltank is good. Fletchinder, Hoppip, Stunfisk, Mismagius, a new Mismagius. At the end of your opponent's turn, do 90 damage. Wow, that's really weird. That's a really interesting attack, because it does 90 for 1 energy, which is really powerful, but it is not immediate. So I wonder if Mismagius is knocked out, if the effect still happens. Like, if I use this attack, and then it goes to my opponent's turn, and then they knock out Mismagius, do they still take the 90? I would imagine they do. Really interesting card. Shiny Gabite. Okay. Okay. That's beautiful artwork, but no one ever plays Gabite. I mean, Garchomp EX is not really common anymore, and Gabite, you know, even if you're playing Garchomp EX, you're probably not playing Gabite. Ooh, we have Galarian Corsola. Interesting. There's Phanpy. That's really cute artwork. Another Miltank and a Crustle. 50 more damage. So with Will, this can do 150, which is a lot of damage. Unfortunately, 4 energy is just way too much. Unless we get some ramp in fighting, that's probably not going to be good enough. Another shiny Gabite. You got to be kidding me. This is like probably one of the worst shinies to open. I mean, shiny Gibble would also be bad. Oops, I missed Seviper. Melodic? Once during your turn, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve, you may heal 60 from one of your water Pokemon. So that's interesting. That does not just include itself. And then it does 60 damage for 2 energy. I don't know. I don't love it. That's a cute. I like Slowpoke. That's a cute artwork. Cryogonal, 40 damage to one of their Pokemon. Feels like we're getting so many of these effects, and they're rarely great. I mean, yeah, for 2 energy, that's just not worth it. Wow. All right. Our luck is running out now, everyone. That's funny artwork. I mean, Stunfisk is an interesting Pokemon. I do not hate it, but our first 10 packs were honestly fine. I mean, I'll take it with the Suicune EX and the Raikou, you know, Full Art EX to start. I'll take it. I'll happily take it. So I'm not going to complain about that 10, even though the packs after the Raikou were kind of mid. Let's keep opening. So let me know in the comments what you think of these cards so far. This is going to be a long video probably. Hopefully it's not too unwieldy. Maybe I'll edit it down. We'll see. Because this is our, 23rd pack? I'll try to go through these faster since I'm getting a better idea of what's in the set. I'll try to only zoom in on, like, new cards that I haven't seen. Mountain Munch. That's a funny name, Mountain Munch. I'll only talk about them if they seem decent. This is a card that I saw from the trailer. Look at the top 4 cards, put all tool cards into your hand, and then shuffle back into your deck. Oh, and then here's the new Zoroark. This one's really interesting too. If the opponent's Pokemon is knocked out by damage, during your opponent's next turn, prevent all damage from and effects of attacks to this Pokemon. That's a really powerful effect. I just don't really know how you can kind of take advantage of that. It's just a weird effect. Like, the timing of it just seems kind of weird. And then this Traveling Merchant, I'm not sure how good this one is. I know there's a Slowking card that, like, cares about the amount of tools you have. Ooh, we got Entei EX. So we have one of each of the Legendary Beast EXs. That's beautiful. I love it. But I'm still not sure that the Traveling Merchant is worth it. Ooh, Morty. Each Psychic Pokemon in play, look at that many cards from the opponent's deck and put them back in any order. Meh, I don't think that's worth a card. Ooh, Altaria. 2 energy. If this Pokemon has 2 or more different types of energy, it does 60. It does 100. That seems strong. Honestly, this seems powerful because you could play it in like a deck with, I don't know, 1 type of energy and then play like a baby Pokemon. Or you could play more than 1 baby Pokemon and just kind of go from there. But yeah, this is interesting. Yeah. I actually really like this, and I love Altaria. It's another Pokemon that I really love from Gen 3, so it's cool to see a good Altaria. Oh, another Latios. Beautiful. Beautiful art. I mean, I feel like I have to build this deck because I love Latios and that artwork is beautiful, but like I said, I don't think Latios is particularly great. Here is Yamper. That's an interesting one to see. I mean, Yamper's very cute, of course. Jellicent Yamper, okay. Sunflora, I didn't see what that does. I'm gonna guess it was not good. Another Suicune, awesome. Okay, so we can build a Suicune deck if we want. And again, personally, I do think Suicune is good. And here's Mantike. Now, Mantike is another Pokemon. I mean, it's just as good as like Pichu and Magby, right? Both of which were actually pretty decent. And here's the Slowking I was talking about. That's funny, his attack is called Litter. Discard up to 2 tool cards from your hand. It does 50 damage for each card you discarded. So for 1 energy, you could do 100 damage, which is a really good rate. But the problem is, I feel like most decks, if you're playing tool cards, usually you play a maximum of like 3, maybe 4, but that's usually stretching it. So I don't think you're going to get that many attacks off of Slowking. In order to build this deck, you would need Slowking with the Traveling Merchant, and then you would need to be playing a bunch of tools, like 6 tool cards or more, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if that's good enough. By the way, I saw there was a Zangoose card, but I skipped it. I went too fast, so I didn't see what it does. And it's funny because earlier I got the Seviper card and I also skipped it, so we're just not going to know what those cards do for a little while. But let's open 10 more. We are just keeping the ball rolling. I did see one of the other EXs in the set that's not the Legendary Beasts. I don't know if you want me to spoil that for you. Doug Trio, okay, at least the art is similar to the Diglett. Discard the top card of your deck. If it's a fighting Pokemon, it does 60 more damage, 100 damage for 1 energy. But I feel like to make this good, you need to be playing a lot of fighting Pokemon. It just feels like too many hoops to jump through. Oh my god, that is beautiful. I love that. If you've heard me yap on my channel, you know that I love Mew. And yeah, shiny Mew is amazing. That is beautiful. Wow. Unfortunately, Mew just has not been that good lately. I wonder if it could make a comeback. Oh, Jumpluff EX. Interesting. Okay. I didn't know about this one. 160 HP, Breeze by attack, 70 damage for 1 energy. You may switch this Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. Wow, that's interesting. That's like a U-turn type effect. I think that's pretty strong. That's great. Yeah, I like that a lot. All right. I mean, I'm going to have to try to build another Mew deck. Sadly, Mew just has not been good for a while. Okay, this is another card that I saw right before the set came out. Celebi, non-EX. 2 energy, Temporal Leaves. It does 40 damage. If your opponent's Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, devolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. This is actually really interesting and potentially powerful. So what this can do is, for example, if your opponent is playing Charizard EX, like say they played Charmander, and then the next turn they play Rare Candy, evolve it into Charizard, you can attack it with Celebi, and what you do is you return the Charizard to their hand, so it becomes a Charmander again, and that 40 damage that you do stays on the Charmander, so they'll have 20 HP left. And again, if they use Rare Candy to evolve it, if they don't have another Rare Candy in their hand, they can't evolve again. So this could be pretty massive. And if you use red, to my knowledge, if you use red with this attack, you do 60 damage to the Charizard, and then the effect happens, so it returns Charizard to their hand. And if they go back down to a Charmander, they get knocked out because of the 60 damage, right? So this has a lot of interesting implications. I don't know how meta it'll end up being, but of course, against decks that are playing Rare Candy and Stage 2s, it has potential to get some insane knockouts that you wouldn't have otherwise gotten. So yeah, I think that new Celebi, I think a lot of people are going to have their eye on it. It only has 70 HP and it does require 2 energy to attack. And if the opponent is not an evolved Pokemon, it's pretty weak. So we'll see how that ends up taking off, but I do think it's a really interesting card. Then we have Electros. 150 HP, it does 120 damage for 3 energy. It also does 20 to itself. With a Pichu, that could be pretty interesting. With like a Pichu or a Zeraora, and like oops, I skipped Seviper again, and like a energy switch, that could be interesting. Okay, so counterattack, okay, that's basically Druddigon's ability, right? And then slash for 50, 2 for 50. I don't think that's great. That's definitely not great. Oh, we got another Raikou. Oh, okay. I definitely have to build a Raikou EX deck. I mean, I'm just going to be building all the legendary beasts because I'm getting like all of them, which is amazing. What else was I going to say? I was talking about... Yeah, I feel like 5 metas ago, that Zangoose would have probably replaced Druddigon, but nowadays, I mean, Druddigon is not even playable anymore. Seviper, Fateful Fang, if it's Zangoose, it does 40 more damage. I mean, unfortunately, that's terrible, because I don't think Zangoose is good to begin with, so you're not going to be facing opposing Zangai. Alright, that was another decent one. I mean, I feel like I've had really solid luck so far, so I'm not going to complain. Basically, from here on out, I am not allowed to complain because I've just opened so many amazing cards already. Of course, this is a much smaller set than the Wisdom of Sea and Sky, so, you know, it's more likely that I'm going to be opening pretty much everything, like all the cards. So, yeah. I hope this video is not too painfully long. Hopefully it's interesting that I'm opening all these cards. Again, we're going to go a little faster here. I still haven't seen Dragalge because I've been going too fast. Let's see if we find Dragalge. I guess I can like cut ahead if this is taking too long. Oh, I skipped Teddiursa. I doubt Teddiursa's good. This artwork is pretty good. Again, I doubt I'll play my Milotic, but you never know. Ooh, Inflatable Boat. Retreat cost of water Pokemon is 1 less. This is a tool card, of course. Okay, I mean, I'm still not certain where you would play that, because, I mean, maybe because of Mantike, maybe like Articuno EX comes back, and if you can reduce its retreat cost, that can help a little bit, but I don't know if that's worth playing. I don't know if it's worth playing. I mean, I guess, of course, you could play it with Slowking. I think that's what they're trying to get you to do, is play the inflatable raft with Slowking. We got a full art Morty. That's beautiful. A 2-star Morty. I mean, I love Morty. I love Gen 2. Unfortunately, the Morty card is not great. Macargo, a new Macargo, 90 damage for 3 energy. I think the Macargo from the previous set is better. That one, it does see a lot of play. It's like a kind of like a fun deck, like a meme deck that people play. People have some success with it. It's pretty luck-based, but people like it. I still don't know why they give like certain Pokemon like multiple cards across multiple sets when there's other Pokemon that don't have any cards. Like Macargo, this is the second Macargo card we've gotten in 2 sets. And then there's Pokemon like, I don't know, Go-Go that don't have any cards yet or something like that. Like, why not give some of those some love, you know? Alright, I think I've seen most of everything at this point, so we're just hoping for like a second Entei. Maybe a full art Entei. Okay, 40 damage for a heads. I mean, that's basically a Farfetch, but you have to flip a coin. What? Okay, this is getting out of hand. This is my 3rd Stunfisk, I think. Maybe my 4th. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I feel like we've seen most everything at this point. We still have not seen the last EX, but like I said, I did see that one like spoiled before, so I know what it is. Ooh, a new baby. Heal 50 from one of your benched Pokemon. Huh. I don't think that's good. Azurill. Because, like, you have to be playing the game and get to a point in the game where your Pokemon takes damage, and then you have to switch that Pokemon for Azurill, and then use Azurill's attack to heal 50. Like, that, I don't think that's worth it. Like, that's so weird. Alright. 9,000 cards. That's how little of a life I have. Alright. Yeah, we're filling out the set. Look at that. All the blank spots are cards we haven't seen yet, and there aren't too many blank spots. As you can see there, if you saw at the top, we have 62 out of 71 cards. So the funny thing is, I mean, I might complete this set like right away, and then I can just start saving up for the next set, which is funny. This is the first time I've been able to do that, where I just like buy basically a bunch of packs at the beginning. And like I said, because this is a smaller set, that's cute artwork, I like that. Because this is a smaller set, ooh, Ursaluna. I'm so distracted. Because this is a smaller set, obviously it's way easier to complete. Ursaring, not Ursaluna. I doubt Ursaring is any good. An Ursaluna card would go pretty hard. Another Zoroark. This is like my 4th Zoroark, I think. Alright. Yeah, like I said, ooh, a full art Yamper. I don't think I've seen Boltund. Have I seen Boltund yet? I don't think I have. That's kind of a weird pose from Zangoose. Some might say nasty pose, but yeah, I'm liking a lot of the artwork in this set. The Slowking artwork is also cool. It's very old school, which I love. Wow, that was already 10 again. Okay. Wait, Ursaring? What did that do? 110 for 4 energy? That's interesting. It's probably not good. I mean, it does 110 damage with no downsides, but 4 energy is a lot. Like, sure, you could play... There's a lot of energy ramp at this point with all the babies, as well as something like Ho-Oh EX, but I don't know, like... That's just not worth it. Here's... Oh, Latios. I thought it was Latias. Well, we definitely have enough Latios. Now we just need to open a couple Latias to potentially build that deck. Although, like I said, I'm not sure I should. Latios is beautiful, but I don't know if it's worth it. I'm getting so many Slowkings. I'm getting so many I mean, I'm just seeing the same cards over and over again at this point. I said it before. Oh, this is like my 3rd full art Fanpy. I've said it before, though. Yeah, the artwork, I won't say it enough. Like, the artwork in this set is just really good. I'm liking. And I'm just a sucker for Johto, so that's probably why. Oh, here's Boltund. 120 HP, 70 damage, 3 energy. If it has damage on it, it can be used for for just 1 electric energy. Oh, interesting. Huh. That's an interesting one. Like, you have to kind of navigate that really well. At the end of the day, I don't think it's good enough, but the potential is there, I think, because you could, like, if your Yamper takes damage early, which is not hard to kind of achieve, then, yeah, for just 1 energy, you're spamming 70 damage, which is really solid, but also not amazing, to be honest. Not only that, but with all these baby Pokemon, you know, you're not even guaranteed to have damage on you. So if you just, you know, evolve your Yamper and then you only have 1 energy on your Boltund, like, and you don't have any damage on you, then you're just not doing anything. Alright, there's Latios again. Here's another Yamper. Okay, I'm just getting everything, you know? It'd be cool if we complete the set, though. Ooh, Shiny Monferno. Okay, unfortunately, once again, this is a Stage 1. So, you know, it's less likely that we're going to play it, because if we're going to play Infernape EX, which we probably are not, we're just going to be playing Rare Candy. But if the new Celebi card takes over, then maybe we will start playing Monferno and Gabite. You never know. Alright. I still haven't taken a look at the Sunflora card. Let's take a look at it right here. Trip over. Flip a coin. If it's heads, it does 30 more damage. So 80 damage for 2 energy. Not great. If you saw, one of the early decks I built in the last set was Ampharos EX with Will. With Will and Ampharos, you could do, for 2 energy, you could do 120 damage. Now, obviously, of course, Ampharos is a... oops, it's opening 1 pack. Ampharos is a Stage 2, so you have to use Rare Candy or Flaffy. But I still think that's just better. Sunflora, it's sad that Sunflora is, like, really bad in the games. I really like Sunflora as a Pokemon, but it's really bad in the games, and then it's also really bad in this game. Like, they couldn't just give it, like, a strong EX or something like that. That would be awesome. I'd rather have Sunflora EX than Jumpluff EX. Let me know in the comments which one you would rather have. Alright, we're lagging out here. So what am I looking for at this point? Latias? Entei? It's kind of it, right? And even then, like I said, I'm not even sure that I'll play Latias, even though I want to. Maybe I'll try it. But again, let's talk about the Memory Light, or whatever it was called, the tool card. Oh, there's Latias. All right. See, I like this card because it's 40 damage for 1 energy, and she has 90 HP. You know, we've seen, like, Farfetch'd be good at some point. Kartana is really good right now in the Buzzwole decks. And Latias is just better than those, but you need Latios on the bench, so that's the big downside. And I wonder what else you would pair those with, like maybe Giratina? Although, no, I don't think that works. I don't know. Oh yeah, oops, I skipped Tentacruel. But the Memory Light. Ooh, Shiny Clodsire EX, beautiful. Alright, I like that. This is another Pokemon that unfortunately just never really took off. Like, I think it has some decent uses, but unfortunately I think there's just a lot of better options, sadly. But maybe I'll try it out because I have a shiny now. That's pretty awesome. But the memory light. So it lets you... Oh, here we go. So I'm just like all over the place. Stun poison, 50 HP or 50 damage. Flip a coin. If it's heads, they're poisoned and paralyzed. Okay. See, that could be really good with Will, but requiring 3 energy for that, that's just too much, honestly. Because, I mean, maybe you would want to play it with, like, Misty, but at that point, it feels like you're just bending over backwards just to have this potentially solid effect. It's not even great. So I think that's too much to ask for. But anyways, I'm trying to talk about the memory light and, like, think about what are some evolved Pokemon that would really benefit. Look how beautiful that is. That would really benefit from being able to use the attack of their pre-Evo. I can't think of too many. I mean, maybe in like a deck where you're playing Sylveon EX, and you're maybe not playing Psychic Energy, like maybe you're playing other energy that you put on your other Pokemon, then your Sylveon EX can use Eevee's attack to like basically find an additional Pokemon card, but then it's like, why are you playing the memory light? Like, what else are you doing with it? You know, like, I feel like you want to take as much advantage of that as possible. We got another Suicune, by the way, which is beautiful. I think that was also our second Mantike, so we can now build water decks with Mantike, which, of course, I'm going to be doing. All right, what are we looking at here? Another 10 pull with... Hey, that was a solid one, though. I mean, we got another Suicune, although I think we already had 2. Like I said, I think we're just waiting for that second Entei now. And, like, one more Latias. Hey, here's our last pack, or last chunk of 10 packs. I think we've opened 100 packs now. So let's see what we get. Let's see if we do get the 2 copies of Entei. That's the main thing I want. I don't want anything else aside from that. But yeah, the memory light. Let me know in the comments what are some good Pokemon. Wow, okay, that's beautiful. Okay, if I don't find... Ooh, that's immersive. If I do not find the second Entei... Ooh, Flamigo, I love it. If I don't find the second Entei, I will be content only building Suicune decks or Raikou decks, but look at that. That's amazing. Yeah. I love that. Crawdaunt. Very, very nice. That, yeah, I mean, I can't say that enough. That is amazing. Suicune's awesome. I mean, I love all the legendary beasts. My favorite legendary beast is Entei, but they're all really cool, you know? Another, I mean, I have like 20 Altarias now. I do want to build an Altaria deck, though. It looks like a lot of fun. All right, we're waiting, Entei. Another shiny Mew. Oh god, I really need to build this deck, don't I? Oh my god, that's so... I love it. I love that. Wow. I'm speechless. I honestly, this was... even if I never see a second Entei ever in my life, this will have been a successful pack opening video. I got so many cool things. Ooh, a new card. Cursola. Perish Body, if it's in the active spot and it's knocked out by damage from the opponent's attack, you flip a coin. If it's heads, the attacking Pokemon is knocked out. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I think that's just too many hoops to jump through. I think that's just too many, like, requirements for it to go right. Because 80 HP, like, sure, you're going to get knocked out pretty easily, but if they flip Tails, or if you flip Tails, then, okay, you just wasted a slot on this Pokemon, right? Like, I mean, sure, if you knock out, like, a... Ooh, we got a second Latias. If you knock out, like, a Giratina or something by getting lucky, then that's great, but, like, I don't know. I just don't think that's going to be common. I don't know. I do respect that they're trying a lot of new things. But yeah, I mean, hey, we had that was a great opening, honestly. We opened 100 packs. I think it was 100. Actually, can we check? 570 points. Wow. Okay, we can actually just craft that second Entei. That's hilarious because I think it costs 400. So that means we opened what? I'm going to do math for a second. Yeah, we opened 100 packs, I think. Okay. So I'll take it. I mean, yeah, that was amazing. So I'm going to go through all the missions now, but actually let's go through the cards again. So what are we missing here? Oh, we are missing the second EX. Do you guys want me to spoil it for you if you don't know already? It's right here, Poliwrath EX. Hydro Knuckle, if it has any water energy, it does 40 more damage. That's interesting, huh? That's a really interesting ability. So you want to play it with fighting energy, but then you also want to put water energy on it. That's actually... I think that's asking you to play... I mean, obviously you could just play water and fighting energy in the same deck. But I think that also asks you to play something like Misty. No, wait, you can't Misty this. You would have to, if you're gonna Misty this, you would have to Misty the Poliwag or Poliwhirl. You would not be able to directly Misty the Poliwrath. So that's kind of a weird one, but I respect it. So we're missing Poliwrath EX. We are missing, I guess, a regular Raikou EX, but we got the 2 full arts, and that's pretty much it. We got everything else. So that was a pretty good exchange, a pretty good opening, I would say. Pretty successful. I'm really happy with the results. And yeah, let me know what you think about the set in the comments. I think the set looks fun. I think Wisdom looked better on first glance, but of course, again, this set is like half the size, basically, is it? This set is a lot smaller, so you know, we got a lot more cards with Wisdom, and I really like that set. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Hope this video was not too long. Let me know what you think about the new cards. What are the cards you're most excited for, that you're most excited to build? And of course, let me know how your pack openings went on the first day and what you're hoping for. I wish you the best of luck in your pulls, and I hope you have a great day. Take care.